Hello friends, welcome to Susan and John MathTube. In this video, we are going to continue with pedal equation and we will learn how to convert polar equations into pedal equation. I hope you're already good with Cartesian to pedal where we talked about the theory and we converted Cartesian equations which has standard parametric form into pedal. And the procedure was very easy. And similarly, we have something called polar to pedal. Now look at this. Many equations are written in polar form so that they are very easy to manipulate. So imagine you want to convert one polar equation into pedal. The steps go like this. Point number one, you take logarithm on both sides. And the second thing, you differentiate both sides with respect to theta. Okay, so the properties of logarithm. If you don't know, I'll strongly recommend you to note it down. If you know, again I'll strongly recommend you to note it down. So log AB is log A plus log B. And second thing, log of A by B, that is log A minus log B. And the third one, log of A to the power B. This b goes over here and we end up like b log a. So step number one, take log on both sides. Step number two, you differentiate both sides with respect to theta. Now you have to be very careful with that. Suppose I am going to differentiate sine r. By the way, in polar equations, there will not be any x and y. Our hero will be r as well as theta. So imagine I want to differentiate sine r with respect to theta. So the derivative will be cos r multiplied by dr by d theta. Or you just imagine you want to differentiate log r with respect to theta. Very easy. Log something. So that will be 1 by r. But don't stop with that. We are differentiating with respect to another variable. So we end up like multiplying by dr by d theta, and this is a immediate consequence of chain rule. Okay, now the third step, come on, you know that. Take reciprocal. So if you see 1 by a, the reciprocal is a. If you see tan phi, the reciprocal will be cot phi. So just take reciprocal on both sides. And now this is from the basic polar and pedal conversions. You don't have to learn the proof, but you have to understand tan phi is nothing but r d theta by dr. If you're an engineering student, you don't have to go and search behind all these proof. You can just trust tan phi equal to r d theta by dr. But if you're doing pure mathematics, I'll strongly recommend go for the proof. Okay, now use basic trigonometry. This is very important. Basic trigonometry means the rule of quadrants. If you do not know, I will strongly recommend make it perfect. Do you remember all silver teacups or maybe all students take coffee? You might have learned long back in your high school. Okay, so test yourself. What is tan 90 degree plus theta? Yeah, that is minus cot theta because in the second quadrant tan will be negative, and if it is a odd multiple of 90 we have to take the co-function. Or can you tell me what is sine 90 degree plus theta? That will be cos theta because in the second quadrant sine is positive but we need the co-function, so we got cos theta. And what about tan 180 degree minus theta? It's a second quadrant. In the second quadrant tan is negative, so we end up like minus tan theta, etc, etc. So make sure you're very good with the basic trigonometry, otherwise it will be difficult for you to find the value of phi. Now this is so easy. Pedal equation is p equal to r sine phi. No complication like the last one. It's so easy. Do you still remember Cartesian to pedal? We convert to parametric form, find dy by dx, and at the last you had to do a lot of things. But this is super easy. Now let's check out one problem. So please write. Find the pedal equation for r square is equal to a square multiplied by cos 2 theta. What is step number 1? Take log on both sides. In examination, you have to write taking log on both sides. So I'm going to get log r square is equal to log of a square into cos 2 theta. Now you have to simplify this. That is why we are taking logarithm. So this becomes 2 log r. What is log a multiplied by b? Can you see log a multiplied by b? So we're going to get log a square plus log cos 2 theta. That's end of step number 1. Take log. Now what should I do? Okay. So I'm going to write, in your examination you have to write the instruction. So I'm going to write differentiating both sides with respect to theta. So 2 1 by r d r by d theta. Can you see? I'm differentiating r with respect to theta. And this ends up like 0 because in calculus, we always treat a, b, c up to lmn as constants. They are constants by default. But in an application problem, they might specify a is acceleration of a moving particle, something like that. So if nothing is specified, I didn't specify anything. So by default, it is a constant. Plus, what is the derivative of log something? 1 by the same thing multiplied by minus sign the same thing multiplied by 2. Now again, don't forget you have to simplify this. By the way, get connected with us. Yeah, so we have to simplify this. So this becomes 2 into 1 by r dr by d theta is equal to minus 2 tan 2 theta because sine by cos is tan. Simplify. So simplification is done. Now let's go for the next step. What's the next step? Take reciprocal on both sides. So the reciprocal of 1 by r is r. And the reciprocal of dr by d theta is d theta by dr. And the reciprocal of tan is cot. So now the next one. Okay, I have to replace this with tan phi. Don't forget. And minus cot 2 theta. So let me check if I still remember trigonometry. Okay, I can see that the right side is tan 90 plus 2 theta. Just a few minutes before we talked about it. You remember? Can you see minus cot theta can be written like tan 90 plus theta. So I took advantage and taking tan inverse on both sides. Don't do funny things like this. This is not allowed in trigonometry. It's a function. So what we do is we take tan inverse on both sides. So we end up like phi is equal to pi by 2 plus 2 theta. Now that's it. We are at the last line. So right, the pedal equation is P is equal to R sine 90 degree plus 2 theta. Again, come on, tell me. P is equal to, what is sine 90 plus something? That will be cos 2 theta. Now don't get too happy. If you're happy at this step, you're going to lose mark. Do you remember? Our job is to connect P and R and get rid of theta forever. Because polar equations will be given in terms of R and theta, and our job is to connect R and P. So you have to do the job of a bouncer. So you delete theta and somehow you have to connect it with R and P. R is the same, so you don't have to worry about R. Okay, so I will go back to the question. Can you see the question is R square equal to A square cos 2 theta. So let's copy the question over here. In one side, in examination you can put it like in a box. R square equal to A square cos 2 theta. So cos 2 theta will be r square by a square. Plug it back, so we get r multiplied by r square by a square, or a square p is equal to r cube. This is a pedal. So don't forget this step. You have to do the job of a bouncer as a mathematician. So you delete theta, you introduce p. Okay, now let's go for the next question. Find the pedal equation for r equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This time I'm not going to talk about the steps. Take log on both sides. So log r equal to log a into 1 plus cos theta. By the way, I have seen so many students inventing a new rule for logarithm. Don't do that. Log a plus b is not equal to log a plus log b, because I've seen some students, they multiply this a and then apply a funny property. Don't do that. So log r is equal to log a multiplied by b is log a plus log b. Now what was the next step? Yeah, differentiating both sides with respect to theta. In examination, you have to write the step. So 1 by r is equal to this is 0. Oh no, what went wrong? Oh, I'm differentiating with respect to theta. So I had to put dr by d theta. Don't forget this is equal to 1 by 1 plus cos theta multiplied by minus sin theta. So I had to take, I had to identify this. So this is going to be tan phi is equal to minus 1 plus cos theta by um, minus sin theta. So look at this. I'm going to apply half angle formula. So if you don't know half angle formula, I'll recommend you to write that. Sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2. 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. Note down these formulae. The trick to memorize these formulae is write again and again and again, even without feeling it. All these things will be stored in your brain. Okay, so let's go back. So I got tan phi is equal to minus 1 plus, okay, that's going to be 2 cos square theta by 2. The whole divided by 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. It gets cancelled and I get tan phi is equal to minus cot theta by 2. Now the question is, are you good with basic trigonometry? Yes. So tan phi is equal to, come on, come on, come on, tell me, what's that? Okay, that will be tan 90 plus theta by 2. So the last answer is P is equal to R sin phi. So P is equal to R sin. Again you need basic trigonometry, 90 plus theta by 2. So we get P is equal to R cos theta by 2. Don't leave your answer like this. This is wrong. So now you're going to be the bouncer. Kick out that theta and introduce P and R. So let's go back and find the question. I already know the question. So R equal to A into 1 plus cos theta. By the way, this is a very interesting curve. This is called the cardioid. And if you graph it, it'll look like a heart. That is why it's called cardioid. And it has like very important application in microphones. Have you ever wondered, in the microphones which is used for public speaking, the noise of the crowd will not come inside the microphone. So they use the property of cardioid microphones. I'll strongly recommend just Google cardioid microphones. You'll see the same thing. Cardioids, hypercardioids, etc. Okay, anyway. So 1 plus cos theta is equal to R by A. So 2 cos square theta by 2 is equal to R by A. That gives me cos square theta equal to R by 2A. I don't like square roots. So what I'm going to do is, I already got the answer. You remember the answer, right? R equal to, okay. We have the answer P is equal to R cos theta by 2. I'm going to square, square, square so that I can use this directly. So we get P square equal to R square, R by 2. Simplify that. Now let's go for the last question. My recommendation is learn the process and I want you to try this by yourself. And of course, comment the answers below. So R is equal to 2A by 1 minus cos theta. I'll also do this super quick for you. Step number 1, take logarithm. So log R equal to log 2a minus log 1 minus cos theta. I'm going to cut short the steps. So differentiating, taking reciprocal. So 1 by r dr by d theta is equal to minus 1 by 1 minus cos theta times minus minus will be sin theta. Now taking reciprocal, we get tan phi is equal to 1 minus cos theta by sin theta with a negative. And that gives me tan phi is equal to minus 2 sin square theta by 2 by 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So the answer will be tan phi is equal to minus tan theta by 2. Come on, come on. Now, what are you going to do? Very simple. Tan phi is equal. You have to be very, 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 very good with trigonometry. So this will be tan pi minus theta by 2. Think about it. It's in the second quadrant, and we get phi is equal to pi minus theta by 2. So the pedal will be P is equal to R sine. I'm going to plug it directly because I'm just giving you the hint. I want you to do it by yourself and comment the answers below. So P is equal to R, that is sine theta by 2, but this is not the last answer. Okay, I'll be back with more videos like this. So get connected with us and share our YouTube channel. So till then, my friends, bye.